Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting topics in the drone world, the highly anticipated DJI Mini 5 Pro. Over the past year, countless rumors, leaks, and heated debates have swirled around this drone, and many of us in the tech and drone communities thought we had the story figured out. But in a surprising twist, it turns out we were wrong about a lot of things. And honestly, I'm thrilled about it. For months, the expectation was that the DJI Mini 5 Pro would finally cross the dreaded 250g threshold. Anyone who flies drones knows exactly why this number matters. Staying under 250 grams means you can fly without being bogged down by licensing requirements, expensive fees, and regulatory headaches. It's that grab-and-go freedom that makes Sub-250g drones so appealing. Cross over that weight, however, and you're suddenly facing government paperwork, drone registration, and sometimes even extra taxes depending on where you live. So the general belief was this: if DJI was going to include major upgrades like a 1-inch image sensor, LiDAR obstacle avoidance, and enhanced flight processing, the Mini 5 Pro would inevitably tip the scales above the limit. After all, bigger sensors and more advanced tech usually mean extra bulk. But against all odds, DJI has achieved the near impossible, packing all of those flagship-level features into a body that still weighs less than 250g. That's not just an upgrade, that's a revolution. DJI's genius engineering in the Mini 5 Pro. This balance of performance and portability reminds me of what Insta360 managed to do in the action camera world, delivering massive power in unbelievably compact devices. DJI has taken the same philosophy and applied it to their drone lineup. The Mini 5 Pro is proof that you don't need a bulky airframe to achieve professional-grade aerial cinematography. Why is this important? Historically, if you wanted a drone with a 1-inch sensor, you had to look at much heavier models, drones in the 500g range or more. That instantly put them in a category requiring registrations in multiple countries, including the US, EU, and Asia. Now, thanks to DJI's innovations, you can access flagship image quality without being restricted by weight-based regulations. Game-changing camera upgrades. Let's talk about the camera, because that's what most creators care about. The DJI Mini 5 Pro reportedly comes equipped with a 1-inch sensor paired with a 24mm equivalent lens at f/1.8 aperture. What does this mean in real-world use? For starters, you get incredible low-light performance, something that earlier Mini models struggled with. Whether you're filming a sunset, twilight cityscape, or early morning landscape, the footage will look crisp, detailed, and cinematic. The larger aperture also means you can achieve shallow depth of field, giving your aerial shots that professional look with creamy background separation. On top of that, video enthusiasts will love the upgrade to 4K recording at 120 frames per second. This is a step above the 100 frames per second cap of the Mini 4 Pro, enabling ultra-smooth slow-motion footage that's perfect for action sequences, sports videography, or dynamic travel vlogs. But that's not all. The Mini 5 Pro introduces a 48mm mode. This essentially gives you lossless telephoto-like zoom by cropping into the sensor without noticeable quality loss. For creators, this opens up new storytelling opportunities. You're no longer restricted to wide-angle landscape shots. Now you can isolate subjects, draw focus to individuals in a crowd, or capture wildlife from a safe distance, all without additional lenses. LiDAR obstacle avoidance, a huge leap. One of the biggest surprises is the inclusion of LiDAR-based obstacle avoidance. Unlike traditional visual sensors, which often fail in low-light conditions or against bright glare, LiDAR is far more reliable. It works regardless of lighting conditions, meaning your drone is safer in more environments. Imagine landing on a boat at dusk, navigating rugged mountain terrain, or flying in an urban environment with reflective glass and shadows. LiDAR ensures precision obstacle detection. Some reports even suggest that the Mini 5 Pro can detect small hazards like power lines, something many drones struggle with. This kind of safety is invaluable, especially for new pilots or creators filming in unpredictable environments. Cinematic flight features. DJI also seems to have reimagined the gimbal capabilities in the Mini 5 Pro. Early leaks suggest a rotation of up to 330 degrees, with around 225 degrees of usable footage. What does this mean for creators? Think corkscrew shots, fluid horizon tilts, and dramatic spiraling reveals, all with a sub-250g drone. These are the kinds of movements you'd normally expect from professional rigs costing thousands more. In terms of physical design, DJI hasn't just upgraded the internals. We're seeing new tap-and-twist propellers for easier setup, a redesigned prop guard system inspired by the DJI Flips aesthetics, and swept-back propeller tips that reduce noise while improving aerodynamic efficiency. These small changes might not sound huge on their own, but together, they make the Mini 5 Pro more refined, quieter, and more efficient in flight, convenience at its best. Quick launch features. Another detail that caught my attention is the leaked side button launch system. This could potentially allow pilots to launch the drone without using a controller. Just unfold it, press the button, and it takes off from your hand. That level of convenience is a game changer for spontaneous creators. Whether you're filming a selfie, capturing a quick aerial clip while hiking, or documenting travel moments on the fly, this feature could save time and make drone use far more approachable. The battery life and flight performance. Now, let's talk about endurance. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to deliver around 36 minutes of flight time, which is slightly above the Mini 4 Pro. Considering the extra sensors and LiDAR technology on board, that's impressive. There are also rumors of an optional extended battery pack capable of pushing flight time to around 50 minutes, though this would likely increase the drone's weight beyond 250g. Still, having that choice is fantastic for pilots who want maximum endurance for cinematic projects. Obstacle sensing is reportedly full omnidirectional, with advanced tracking modes that can keep subjects in frame whether you're running, biking, skating, or even driving. This kind of AI-driven tracking is a huge asset for content creators who film themselves in action-packed environments. Pricing, release date, and competition. As for release details, the Mini 5 Pro hasn't been officially announced on DJI's storefront yet, but reports suggest a late September reveal. Interestingly, DJI might skip a major launch event in the US this time, instead opting for a slower rollout of promo materials and specs. Pricing speculation currently hovers around $900, which positions the Mini 5 Pro in the premium Sub-250g drone category. Given its feature set, that price seems reasonable. But what do you think? Do you see this drone landing under $1,000, or will DJI surprise us with a higher price point? Drop your guesses in the comments. I'd love to hear your take, and let's not forget the competition. Around the same time, Insta360 has been making waves with their own Sub-250g 8K 360° drone called Anti-Gravity. Designed for immersive aerial storytelling, it's aimed at creators who want something futuristic and beginner-friendly. With DJI facing increasing scrutiny in the US due to supply chain concerns, Insta360's timing couldn't be more strategic. The competition between these two brands could push the entire drone industry forward. Final thoughts. The DJI Mini 5 Pro isn't just another drone, it's a milestone in aerial technology. By staying under 250g while still delivering professional features, it manages to push the boundaries of what's possible in such a compact form factor. Whether you're after stunning landscapes, immersive action shots, or creative storytelling angles, this drone has the potential to be your go-to aerial camera.